first edition. The collaboration between Samuel Davis of Banter Cliq
and Ojetune Samuel of Aries World.
Woo! Cheers to a new partnership.
Alright,
so we are going to be reviewing the matches of the weekend, and we're just going to be talking about these matches, our predictions, and what you should expect from these matches. So, who goes first? I'm going to go first, right?
Go first.
Okay.
Do Newcastle.
The first match, early kickoff. Newcastle versus Man City, 12:30 p.m. I don't like early kickoff. Even I bet, like I really don't like picking early kickoffs, because I feel like there's always one split attached to early kickoffs. And for that reason, I always take into account when I'm actually predicting any match that falls within that period. For that reason, and also for the fact that the engine room of Man City is out. That's Rodri. Man City don't have Rodri. Man City don't have Kevin De Bruyne. Man City are really spineless at this point in time. I know they managed to get a draw, a point against Arsenal, but that was because the energy was hyped and everything was already in motion. But this time around, I think Newcastle will grind that thing, win. Right? I believe Newcastle will at least. I say win. Newcastle will actually draw this match. They're gonna have the points. I believe they can gather, and if they actually are very focused, they can go all the way to win the game. I don't see Man City getting anything better than the draw. I think they should be very comfortable with the draw. I mean, they will not be, but I think they should be. They would have to settle for the draw at least, at most for Man City and at least for Newcastle.
Arsenal versus Leicester City. I feel Arsenal haven't passed, or let's say survived their big test. Aston Villa away, Spurs away, City away. So
wow, wait, that's so many games. They really
and
to be the best, you have to beat the best.
Of course. So Leicester City would be minced meat for them. So I would go with an Arsenal victory, and if I'm to be bold with my prediction, 3-0.
3-0 for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yes, I will not score.
They won't.
Interesting. But Raya is in the form of Slav.
He's even a doubt for the game, though.
Really?
Yes.
But he's in the form of Slav. I think yeah. But I think that Leicester will try to at least one goal. Well, let's go. Brentford, West Ham. This is a very tricky one. This guy, Lopetegui, has actually been
horrendous.
He has not given me what I actually was expecting.
Yeah.
But it's the Premier League. But let's be real. Some people always like to downplay the Premier League. But which league would you get top managers like Erik ten Hag, Pep Guardiola,
Mikel Arteta,
Lopetegui,
Anthony Raiola,
like in one? Even this guy Aston Villa, what's his name?
Unai Emery.
Like which league? I mean, which league?
Even Spain, they can only dream in Spain.
Like which? No, for you. I mean, you just have to give it Premier League. But Lopetegui has been underwhelming. I'll go for both teams to score. I think Brentford will definitely get a score. I mean, Wissa with his magic.
Wissa is injured. Maybe Mbemo with his magic.
Okay, but I know that Brentford really know how to show themselves in kind of game. Brentford will definitely get a goal, and I think I'll go for a 2-1 Brentford win.
Okay, so Chelsea versus Brighton. Chelsea have been showing glimpses since the Man City loss. They've not lost a game. They've played three. They've had 3 wins and 1 draw since the Man City loss. Brighton, they're in a form of their life. They're unbeaten. So I feel for this game, I would say a draw.
A draw,
yes. Because I don't, as good as Chelsea might have seemed to have picked up after the first match of the season, they faltered at Crystal Palace. If not for Wolves' capitulation in the second half, they were almost faltering that game too. So I don't think they've hit that level where they are confident all through. So I feel a draw should cut it for this game.
For Chelsea. Okay. Then Everton, Crystal Palace. Everton also. I know they actually they had a very bad result on the first day of the, on the opening, not opening day, but the first their first game of the season where they lost 3-0, right? But against Crystal Palace, this is a very hard one to predict, to be honest. It's actually very hard one. Crystal Palace, they played well against Man United, right? They, if not for some heroic moments for Man United, they would probably have won that game. So I think Everton are also a tricky one. They're actually a very tricky one.
And they show up when you least expect most of the
They
time.
do. But I think that Everton might just pick this one too.
Okay. Nottingham Forest versus Fulham. Another unbeaten team in the league.
You know, it's crazy that these teams are not the Brentford, Brighton, like
Brighton, Nottingham Forest, Arsenal, Man City, unbeaten in the league.
Brighton, Nottingham Forest.
So another unbeaten team in the league. They've survived Man City. They survived Brighton. With Fulham, who I can say seemingly they are firing across all in all cylinders. Raul Jimenez have found this recent form where he's scoring. Emil Smith Rowe is scoring and providing assists for fun.
Yes, sir.
Nottingham Forest have not been bad. They've been scoring goals for fun. So I think it will not be bad to call this a draw. Or if I'm being sentimental with the Arsenal connection in Fulham, ESR, Alex Iwobi, Reece Nelson, maybe I would just say Nottingham Forest will lose their
first game.
Their first game of the season.
Okay.
But more realistically, I think this will be a score draw.
So for the last game of Saturday, Liverpool versus Wolves versus Liverpool. And a slot. I said this last time. I said that and a slot was really riding on the wave, right? I mean, the first few games he was winning, and for me, I said that thing was very annoying to me. Although it came after he won against Man United, but I think Arne Slot was actually has actually been riding on a very interesting wave, and I don't think that's how it's going to be for a long run. But and I mean the next game showed you that guy you are in the Premier League now. But I think Wolves would not pose much of a threat to this Liverpool squad. I think nevertheless, whether Arne Slot is able to do anything significant with this Liverpool side or not, but I think the quality has found a way to remain the same. You can still tell that this is a very quality side. That's Liverpool side. You can still tell that they are actually a very good team, right? Gravenberch is in the form of his life. Gakpo is also running on it. You understand? You can still tell that there's still a lot of quality, and it just depends on how the coach is able to maximize it fully.
Okay.
But there's still something there to tap. So I think Liverpool would actually probably get a 3-1 win against Wolves. But Wolves might score first actually.
Sunday after Ipswich versus Aston Villa. New boys going to where Arsenal lost the league last season.
Yeah.
Aston Villa team is good, but Ipswich could just pull a stunner. While on paper this should be a easy win for Aston Villa, but I feel I'll still call an Aston Villa win, but a very close win at that. It could turn out to be a hard-fought victory.
Okay, Aston Villa. I agree with the hard-fought victory actually, because Ipswich they seem to be very. Although I think they will still relegate.
They are going back. I feel they are going back. I feel the new boys are going back.
I think they will go back. But I feel like they will still cause some troubles to some teams.
Yeah.
And they probably spoil Arsenal starting one again.
Now you know that one. You get the big one, Man United versus
Chelsea. Very
Spurs.
ironical. Sorry, versus Spurs. Very ironical. I get this one right. Man United versus Spurs. Let's be very honest. One thing I know Man United will concede. It's right. I know Man United will concede.
Not even in the manner you considered yesterday against 20.
I know they will concede. If Man United don't know how to hold themselves against a team that rushed them, right?
Exactly.
It's against a team that actually rushes them, and I know Tottenham will actually come with full force and once you keep punching on top Man United will keep way like.
Exactly.
Like I know they will, but as to whether they will win on it, I actually would say I see both teams to score to start with. I see both teams to score. But as for a win, I don't think Man United will lose their second home game to a big team.
Yeah.
I don't see Man United doing that. I think for that, I would say Man United will probably have a 2-1 win. I'll give Man United a 2-1 win for that.
That's not a bad one. I actually feel the same too. So the last match of the game week, Monday. It's a Monday night football game.
Monday night football. MNF.
Bournemouth versus Southampton. New boys versus old boys. What do I say in this one? Southampton, they have not been good. They've not had results go their way, but they've shown glimpses. The first 30 minutes against United was good. They capitulated.
Until they lost the penalty. And everything came crashing
down. Bournemouth has not been shining. Anthony Iraola has not recaptured that form.
I mean, you lost your top striker.
I understand you lost you lost your top striker, but then the team lost Harry Kane last season, and in the first 4 months, it's not like they really felt it.
They felt it.
They are still feeling it. But it's not been shining. It's not been all rosy for Anthony in the first 5 matches of the season. So this one, what do I see? I see a flat out draw. Southampton bringing on the fight at the Vitality, but it's going to be a draw for me.
So we are not going to be Vitality in the Vitality Stadium. Anyways, so that's it.
But before we go,
but it seems that there's so many draws in this week that we are predicting.
Yeah, I know. But who is your FPL captain for the week?
See, to be honest with you, since I think I've only changed my captain once, and it didn't pay off for me. No, he paid off for me. That was the week that Palmer scored. He got the hat-trick of assist. I was very
against
lucky that
Wolves.
week. Was it Wolves?
Yeah, week 2.
This guy Nkuku also
scored.
I think that was a different achievement. But honestly, I think like it's a no-brainer. There's only one captain in the field. Like honestly speaking, you see, the first I've been when I was looking at some people's game and they were like, oh, you know, Ballard, because people were thinking that he would not. There's some people that you don't doubt their abilities. You don't doubt Erling Haaland. He will score. He's not in a Man City. If he was in an Arsenal team or in a Man United team,
I would say if he were in a Chelsea team,
you probably would say, oh, maybe I'm not sure. But this is Man City. They will create his chances, and he knows how to. He is not a person that misses. I mean, he misses chances, but you know his conversion rate is high. It's great.
it's great.
Do you understand? So I think that it's a no-brainer to have Erling Haaland. But I think that because I think that Man City will not win, probably get the only goal. I don't see where it should be my captain. I think I'll just leave it the armband.
So I think the same too. I have Erling Haaland as my captain, and if you want to invest assets, I think Arsenal defenders are good assets now. Their run of games are quite nice, and the fact that they are a threat from set pieces.
Arsenal defenders are very, very like you should have an Arsenal defender. You should have a Saliba or a Gabriel. I think you should.
They will give you goals.
They will give you clean sheets.
They will give you clean sheets at the very least, and it comes with
bonus points.
Bonus points. So
I think Arsenal defenders are a good one to invest in. I think. But which midfielder?
Midfield. So for me, Luis Diaz is on fire. I had Salah, but I used my wild card this week and I have thrown him away. I have Luis Diaz. I have still not made my final decision. I could bring him back on. I could bring Salah back on depending on how I feel between now and the deadline. But I have Luis Diaz. He's a good investment. He's been scoring goals for fun, and I don't think he's stopping anytime soon. I have Emil Smith Rowe. He has been a great differential for me, and
is he still a differential?
I think so, because if you just have that player that he might not score a lot of goals, but he's giving you a goal or an assist every game week. He has dropped a goal or an assist in every game week.
So you know that a differential has a definition. Like any player that is owned by less than 10% of the. So I don't know, because I know that guy has getting some class, but I've really not bought into that his class. But it seems that he has actually been telling me, I'm still waiting for you.
Of course.
But I want to know, is this still like? Do people have like how many managers?
I don't think because I still get I am mocked for my choice of Smith Rolls in some fantasy.
I know I've been hearing that he has actually been doing
And he has repaid my trust in him. Although I would do like Emil Smith Rowe was an emotional decision. I'm an Arsenal fan who loved him, and seeing him being sold to Fulham made me cry a bit. So that was the only thing. It was an emotional decision. So aside the first game week where he didn't score, he didn't play the entire match, so he gave me clean sheet points. So I had 3 points. But after that first game week, the remaining 4 game weeks, he either scored or assisted. And that's what you want in a midfield player.
That's really good. So it's someone that's not very expensive.
For 5.5 million in investment, and you have it.
Well, one decision that has actually pained me in a while is Onana. I had Onana at first game week.
Amadou?
No.
Andre.
Okay. I had him and I was like, oh yeah, I believe this guy. I believe that he will still. And he kept a clean sheet that first game. I was like, wow, yeah, he paid me. Then I sold him
for the Liverpool clash.
I think it was that, but I sold him after a while. But then, he has not been keeping, and I'm not like. And the people have been. I think I have.
So for me,
I think I have Leno, right? And I'm like, I have Leno and Fabianski, and I'm like,
I shockingly don't take goalkeepers for clean sheets.
I mean, they are important.
I know they are important, but
that's why I don't really like to invest in expensive goalkeepers, because there's too much to be left. Like, I really would not like to.
Both my goalkeepers are below 4.5.
She understand.
McFlecken and Kalman Kelleher.
But this Verbruggen guy, that guy seems to be a revelation.
But the problem, why I don't want to invest in any Brighton assets is that from the time of, what's the name of this former coach? Roberto De Zerbi into this season, there is no surety of position. Nobody is sure to start except if you are Kaoru Mitoma. So I lost a lot of points. So there was a time Steele was starting and I had Steele. The other time Verbruggen. So it was just a hassle deciding to keep or to. I just did away with the assets because it wasn't.
I mean, I've not had him, but I think that I've been recommending him to people, and so I've actually been doing well. So
it's just if you are sure that your goalkeeper will start.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't invest. I invest in goalkeepers that make saves, because they will make a lot of saves. So anytime
they make saves.
It's just recently.
I think it's the third on saves list. I actually think
he's the highest grossing goalkeeper, but he's too expensive for me.
So it's actually expensive.
So my FPL tactics does not allow it to have a dryer. So that's just it.
Anyways, is there another thing we're talking about?
No, that's just it.
Until next week, where we'll come again with another recap. And I hope your FPL team actually gives you what you want. I hope your FPL team gives you what you want. I hope you're able to score enough points, and I hope you're able to top your mini league. Once again, I remain Samuel Adonis Davis of Banter Cliq.
And I am Mutetine Samuel of Aries World.
Ciao! Have they come on? I swear.
He's recording.